currently my pantry situation. It is extremely embarrassing, but we have been living super fast-paced lives where I'll organize it and it just doesn't work out because my son, my husband, they're pretty much the ones that just come in here, grab something, and don't put it back. This is what I'm talking about. My husband is usually the one who takes care of the trash, and that's always there, but he obviously is moving it around, and it's just, it's a lot that needs to get fixed in here. I don't think I've ever had my pantry this bad, but I will show you guys how I organize it and how I will restocking and just making this a lot, almost fell, making this a lot more functional for us because this is just not working out. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so my original plan was to film a total different video, I guess a glam makeover to my pantry. I had gone to a few stores and I bought nice nice bins and things like that to decorate, or not decorate, just make my pantry a lot nicer, more functional, and look a lot cuter. That was at the beginning of March, at the end of February when I did this. And when I recorded the way my video, or the way my pantry looked before, that was right at the beginning of March. So if you saw my previous video before this one, that is my my Sam's Club haul. So if you have been following me on my Instagram, or if you have been following me here on my channel, you know that I am a bulk buyer for the month. So I buy everything that I need, necessities, like food, toilet paper, stuff like that for the month. I get it. Our diapers, wipes, I get it for the month. So I did that. If you saw my video, I did that for Sam's Club. But with everything happening in the world in California, things went south really, really fast. Within, like I said, I went to Sam's Club for my normal grocery haul, and it was a pretty normal day. We started seeing that things started getting locked down. Certain parts of California started going on lockdown. So my husband and I went to get another haul for pretty much 2 months, to be able to stay home for 2 months. God willing, we can make our food stretch that far. And we went to Sam's again, and then we went to Costco again in hopes of finding toilet paper, because I have not been able to find any, and I still don't have any. I have some, but not as much as I wish I had. So let's show you guys my pantry that I will be living out of for the next month and a half. God willing, you know, he can help us make our food stretch. That way I don't have to go out. Like I said, I am a bulk buyer for the month. I buy my groceries for the month, but seeing how things were going, the last thing I want to do is go out and expose myself, my husband, and then bring anything back to our kids. So I did prepare myself to be home for the next month, for the whole month of March, and the whole month of April. Hopefully we don't have to go out in April, and who knows, maybe in May things might get better. I hope so. So and I am not wearing makeup. I'm trying to be a real quarantiner. This is how I have been in my pajamas, and I actually got these pajamas at Costco on my last haul. I was like, if I'm gonna be on quarantine, I am going to be comfortable in some new pajamas. And I have not done my makeup in over 2-3 weeks. I need to dye my hair, but I am not going to do that because what's the point, right? Another thing I do want to add about how I decided to stock up for my pantry was I did not want to just buy whatever was left, I guess you can say. I wanted And I did make a list of what I needed anyways, and then I made like a menu or like a list of our favorite meals and comfort meals, comfort food, comfort meals. I also made a list of snacks that I know my kids would enjoy, that would last, that my husband would enjoy, that I would enjoy, that would make quarantining be a little easier. Something about food just makes you feel more comfortable. It makes you feel more comfort, you know, it's comfort food. So that's what I did. I sat down, looked through my pantry, looked through my freezer, what I needed, and I didn't want to be that person that was overbuying and bulking up and stocking up, buying things that I would never use. So I decided to write down all the meals that I will be cooking, because even though I know some stores are open, I might just go out, or my husband might go and make a food run once a week, if that, because I plan on making all of our meals. And we're all home right now, so my husband is working from home now, so that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner that I will be cooking and making for the next month and a half. So that's what I did. So that's what I did, guys. So I encourage you to do that too, please. That way you're not overbuying, and then you're not stuck with food that you're not going to eat anyways. I wrote down all of the meals I will be making for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the items that I would be needing, like, you know, cans and stuff like that. One thing that did bum me out is that I do go every other week for new fresh produce, and I'm not going to do that. I decided I'm just not doing that. So I did get some canned veggies and also some frozen veggies. So, you know, we'll make do with what we have, because I am not going to. So I am going to try to be as thorough as I possibly can. I will let you know the things I've already had in my pantry, the things I already had in here, and things that I decided to buy extra of, or I didn't have and I wanted to get. So I will start right at the top. I already had these croutons. I don't have any more salad, so I am not going to be using those. I'm not a whole milk type of person. I don't really like cow's milk. I prefer almond milk, and I do have 2% milk in my refrigerator right now because my husband prefers that. So when that runs out, we will be using our milk, our almond milk. And I also got carnation milk because I have a good amount of oatmeal, but how are we going to make oatmeal if we don't have milk, right? So I got that. Those Maria cookies are for Noah. Some granola up there that I keep down here, but that was extra. Some saltine cookies. I always have saltine cookies. One of them is like almost done, and the other one is a new one. So I always like to have those just if we're feeling a little sick or have an upset stomach, you know. Some Ritz and some, I don't know what they're called. In the back behind the Ritz box, it's like an imitation of Lucky Charms. I get them for way cheaper at Aldi. Some graham crackers for my boys. Some vitamin C for my boys. We have, hi baby. Noah always makes an appearance in my videos. So I have coffee creamer in my refrigerator right now. I have a coconut one that I love, and my husband has a French vanilla in there, but we're almost out of that, and I do not want to go to the store right now. So I do not want to go to the store for creamer, so I decided to just get these creamer singles. That way, you know, it's better having, It's better to have this than to have nothing. I don't like my coffee black, so I need creamer. Some coffee filters that we already needed anyways, but it just, you know, it upped the ante to get them. Some animal cookies. We actually got that cider for our anniversary. Our anniversary was March 15th, but we didn't end up getting into it because with everything going on around that date, we just, it's sad, but we skipped our anniversary this year. And right here we have some coffee. That's all the coffee we have left. And I was going to wait for April to buy some more, but like I said, I'm not going to go out anymore. I'm staying home. I am bunkering down. So I decided to just get my extra Folgers coffee and instant coffee. I need coffee, guys. I cannot live this life without some coffee. I already had this for about, it's a 10-pound of pancake mix. We do not eat that much pancakes, so I already had that for, I want to say I got it in January, I believe. So I've already had that. I've also already had, this is like my dessert, my sweets, like baking. I have sprinkles. There's some Hershey Kisses in there, frosting. This is pretty much just all dessert, sprinkle toppers. There's for cupcake filters in there and all of that crazy stuff. Hey, Puppish. We love popcorn. Me and Matthew love popcorn, so I decided to get popcorn for our quarantine. So this is the oatmeal that we always buy. I always buy this one for instant oatmeal. I love it. It's my favorite. And I also have this one. And we just finished the box that I had bought in the beginning of March. So we already finished that one box. And now I have these two. So I'm pretty sure we'll be good with that. Cute, cute, cute. So one thing that I was really bummed about was that I could not find any lentils. Like that. That's all the lentils I have left. I like to make lentils at least 3 times a month. I love them. You know, it's lentil soup. I just love it. But I was able to find this. I've never purchased this. This is my first time. And it says it's microwavable for, you know, like a quick meal. So, I mean, it's lentils. I'm happy I have some type of good substance, not just a bunch of crappy food. So I'm happy I have that. One thing I could not find, you guys, was potatoes. I have potatoes because my sister gave me some, but I couldn't find any at the grocery store. So I had to get boxed mashed potatoes. And I also have canned potatoes. So we'll see how they turn out. Okay, so the noodles that look like this, these two, this, and then I have one back there. I don't know if you can see back there. Those are new. I did get these at Sam's Club at my last haul, and I already had some of those noodle shells back there for the kids' soups, some rice. I was one of the lucky ones that I was able to find rice, and I already had my brown I don't know if you can see. I was one of the lucky ones that I was able to find some rice. I know a lot of you guys could not find rice, and I am so sorry. But I was able to find mine at Aldi. Hopefully you can find some there. I was able to get some basmati rice right before anything went crazy. I'm sorry if you hear background. I have my little one in here, so. And quinoa. I already had quinoa since I want to say January. So I already had that, thankfully. I already had kidney beans, the pinto beans. I already had that macaroni. I already had this Kick cereal. I had granola like up to here, but I ended up getting more. I already had this amount of gummies, but we went to Sam's Club and I got another box because I know Matthew loves gummies. because I know Matthew loves gummies, and that's one of his, like, you know, comfort treats, and I just wanted to be able to provide that for him. So we have gummies here, and we have this box of gummies. Okay, so moving down to my next shelf, I had got this big 5-pound of sugar, I think maybe March. No, I'm sorry, no, March. I want to say like February. So thankfully, because I've been going to stores and I cannot find any sugar, so I'm grateful that I already had that sugar, and I have this amount of brown sugar and some cinnamon sticks back there. So I'm really happy. This is all the black beans I already had. Some Peruano beans that I already had. This is not new. This is stuff I already had. I couldn't find any more, so I couldn't add to it, but that's fine. I think we should be okay. Some cereal, some Jamaica to make agua de Jamaica, some almond butter biscuits. We get these at Costco. We really enjoy these. Some sandwich bread. It's just a plain white bimbo bread. Some tostadas. I just ran out of my olive oil, so I'm really happy that I was able to find some more olive oil, some avocado oil. As you can tell, this is not new. I've already had this. Some coconut oil, some cooking spray I already had, some vinegar that I already had. I love tuna, guys. I can eat tuna about once a week, and on a tostada, as a sandwich, a tuna melt. I just love tuna. So I bought this big thing of tuna, but I didn't get any mayo, and thankfully I was able to find some last minute, and some extra ketchup because we are running very low on the one we have in the refrigerator. A small extra of mustard. I don't need that much. And some honey. This is all the honey that I have. I love honey, you guys. I can drink at least 1 or 2 cups of tea with some honey every day. It's just my little relaxer. I just love it. Some trail mix. We already had this one, but I got that one. Some pistachios. These are good little snacks to have for the kids or for ourselves. This one is diced peaches, and this one's diced pears. So I'm happy with that. Some applesauce for all of us to snack on. Some cranberries. Some chewy granolas. Some cookie mix. And we always have taken our, this is almost empty if you can hear it. This is almost empty too. We always have been taking our vitamins, as I was saying. The only thing that I did recently add with everything going on is our elderberry. So this is for me and my husband, for Noah, and for Matthew. So that's the only thing new here from my vitamins. And I do have my medicine cabinet, but this is where we come in the most. This is where we come in the most, so it's easier for us to take our vitamins here. These are Matthew's vitamins. Noah's vitamins that he's been taking. Like I said, we just added the elderberry, but I don't keep them in my medicine cabinet because we don't go in there too often. We're mainly in here. Okay, so moving down another shelf. So I have spaghetti noodles that I already had, but to be honest, I don't really like spaghetti noodles for spaghetti. I prefer angel hair. It's, I don't know why, I just prefer it. My boys prefer it too. I know some of you guys told me you guys and your children prefer it too. Some Valentina sauce. We are Team Valentina over here. An extra one. Some, what is this? Sriracha sauce. Some taco sauce so I can make some tacos. Tajin. All of my canned. It looks like a lot, but I promise you guys it's not that much. The reason why it looks like a lot is because they're on stands, so it looks like super stacked up, but they're not that crazy. Just some soups, some canned veggies, some garbanzo beans, some, I think some other type of beans somewhere back there. Tomato paste. I love tomato paste because I make it for my Spanish rice or for my sopita de fideos for the kids, stuff like that. So that's all the cans I have. You know, not too crazy. Back there is all of like my consomme, like my cooking, chicken bouillons and stuff like that. Jalapenos, barbecue so I can make some barbecue chicken, an extra thing of jelly, some peanut butter. We always have peanut butter all the time. Extra spaghetti sauce, tikka masala. These are... You want some? Okay, but you have to go sit down. Okay, so these 3 boxes is where I keep my seasonings. These are like my bigger seasonings. This one too. That's for my smaller ones. I didn't buy anything new here. Everything's been with us. Nothing's new. So that's what I got. I'm running low on salt. And I'm running low on this one too, but we do have this pink Himalayan salt. So hopefully we're good. That's all on this side. So let's go down one more rack. So this box is all of my foil, Ziploc bags. I have more in the back. It's the bag. Right now I've been using them a lot to be able to make my freezer function pretty well, because I've been having to take them out of the packages that they're coming in, so I can make more stuff fit in there. That's my husband's little cubby, Noah's cubby, with some snacks that he can grab. Noah's stuff that he can grab. This back corner is all of our protein. We have some protein there, some protein here. We already had this, guys. This is all stuff we already had. Protein shakes we already had. These cookies we already had. My husband takes them to work. I already had this one, and when I went to get another box I didn't have it, but that's okay because we're pretty good on that. We're going to be home a lot, and I'm going to be cooking a lot, so there's going to be some days where I don't want to wash dishes. So I'm happy that I have some paper plates, kitchen, trash towels. Okay, so this is, I'm going to sit down on the floor for this. So this is my very last stuff that I have. So here I have a 12 pack of Annie's mac and cheese, and it's a variety pack, so I'm really happy with that. I have some ramen, and I have some goldfish. Chicken broth, I use chicken broth just for about all of my cooking. It really helps with seasoning your chicken, making it juicy and not dry, so I'm really happy that I was able to find some because I only have one left in my refrigerator. And like I said, tomato paste is my go-to. I have to have some in my pantry at all times. I use it for Spanish rice. I use it for my kids' soups. So I have to have that. This basket is actually the one I use for my throw blankets in my living room. But I just decided to bring it in here because I decided to stock up on some chips for all of us. There's some bags that aren't open down there because, you know, we're going to be home and we're chip people. We like our chips. I'm not going to lie. We like our chips. Some apple juice back there. Some cranberry juice. I have a needle. So this is for my toddler. It was actually really hard to find. I went twice to Costco and I could not find it. And thankfully, my brother-in-law found some and he brought me some, and my cousin was able to find some. So I buy 4 for the month. For every time I go, I buy 4 or 3, depending how long or how short the month is. And I only had 1 left, you guys. So my brother-in-law brought me 2. And my cousin brought me 2. So I think we're good for the month of April to stay home. I made the last one stretch as much as I could. So, you know, hard times, guys. Even the babies are suffering right now. It sucks, but, you know, we're making it do. He has one right now that he's using. He has this one. He has, I think, 3 more left. So we're good for the rest of March and all of April to stay home. Some Bush's baked beans back there. My husband really likes these, so he'll enjoy those. I'm not much of a bean person, but my husband and my kids are, so they'll be good on that. That's the big old tuna that I told you guys about. I love tuna, so I'm really happy that I found that. some more protein cookies. Like I said, we always have those. My husband takes them to work and I like to snack on them too. Diet Dr. Pepper and some mixed Diet Coke in there and regular Coke. Noah was in here and playing with everything. And some of my kids' juices. I have more juices for them in the garage, but I am not going to bring them all at once because then they think that we have a lot, and we don't have a whole lot right now. We have about 3 packs left, and I'm trying to make it last as long as I possibly can. But if we do run out, I have apple juice, so we should be okay. So that is it for my quarantine pandemic of 2020, and hopefully this is the last one, because it's scary. I'm not going to lie, it's pretty scary, but I'm having full faith in God that He will get us through this. And I just have been reading Psalms 91 every day. I encourage you to do so yourself if you are like me and you get anxiety. I've been playing Leland, what is it? I've been playing Waymaker by Leland every morning before I start my day. I put it on my TV and I just let that set my tone for the whole day, because I deal with stress, I deal with anxiety. I've had anxiety since my first memory. So I encourage you to listen to Waymaker by Leland. My favorite is the live version. So, and read Psalms 91. Do whatever helps you guys get through these times. Wait. I had stopped drinking soda at home. I would have soda when we would go out to eat, and at home just water and, you know, stuff like that that wasn't carbonated. But with everything going on, I deserve a Coke every day. 1 Coke a day. You know, I'm giving myself that because I need it. So so if that's what's gonna help you, some Dr. Pepper and some Coke, go ahead and get some, because, you know, little things like that are going to help us get through that. Let me know in your comments down below, what is your guilty pleasure to getting through this quarantine? What is that one snack that you usually don't buy, but because, you know, you're stuck at home, you're purchasing it? Let me know if this helped you guys. Please try to stay out of the streets, out of the grocery stores as much as you can. Stay home as much as you can, and enjoy this time with your loved ones. Cherish them, love them, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.